Hey everyone, what is going on? Elvis here. Welcome to another week of destruction. Here's this week's gaming news. Now, first of all, it's been a pretty quiet week, so I'm going to do my best to entertain you guys. But yeah, it has been a bit quiet. Anyway, in this week's gaming news, Diablo 3 has released a brand new hotfix to the PTR, changing some things around. The monk definitely looks a little bit different in the way that you play. We'll get into that pretty soon. Now, I wanted to share some hacks on Rocket League with you guys that honestly made me laugh. So, just the ridiculous nature of the way these hacks work, we'll get into that pretty soon too. Now, Indivisible, a game calling itself an action RPG, has been fully funded, and I'm sure you guys have actually heard about this game floating around here and there, but there's a bit of a backstory as well to this game that I think is worth talking about. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about today is what games are you guys going to be playing over the holidays, and what are the games that I've been playing lately offline, because the games that I play online and offline are way different. When I just feel like chilling out by myself, I do like a certain specific type of game, so I thought I'd share that with you as well. Anyway, guys, let's get into the details. Okay, so let's get into some Diablo 3. Now, recently, a patch came through on the PTR, hotfixing some of the problems. One of the problems that they didn't fix was the Curtis boots. Guys, come on, get on that shit. But anyway, I wanted to talk about two different playstyles today. Now, as you guys know, I wasn't heavily invested in the last season of Diablo 3, and I did miss out on quite a lot, although I'm not too worried about catching up. One of the builds that I did miss out on was the static charge build, which basically dominated the monk playstyle. Now, when I did some testing on this particular build, I found that I really didn't enjoy the playstyle, although I could see why it was so good. Now, they have completely nerfed it to the ground. It's no good anymore. Players are going to be doing something different. And I've been having fun testing out my own builds, and I've had some success recently hitting rank 6 and the hardcore monk leaderboards. Hooray for Elvis. But anyway, I think that there's some major opportunities to discover brand new builds on the PTR that have yet to be played. There's so much potential with some of the items that are in the game. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of PTRs back, remember the monk mantra spam Sun Wukong set build? Yeah, I was actually the only person on the leaderboards, I think I hit top 10 as well, that was playing that build when everyone was running everything else. Literally the only person in hardcore and softcore. After that build got out, it spread like wildfire. I'm bringing this up because I believe that there's going to be another build like this around right now that I'm going to be exploring and trying to find. I really do like the Mystic Ally build, but there's lots of fun that is still left to be had on the monk, on the PTR, and I'm looking forward to exploring it. Now for the barbarian, is it just me or has the charge build been the lamest bar build ever? Like, come on guys, it sucks. It's boring. The playstyle, it doesn't even feel like a barbarian. It feels like a monk playstyle. Anyway, I hope Blizzard stop pushing the leap barb in the direction of a support character and back into a DPS character. Okay, let's talk about Rocket League. Now, these guys have done an amazing job to not let hacks come into Rocket League. And I know a lot of you guys probably think that there's hacks in there with like aim bots when you play against some players that make those bullshit shots. But trust me, some people just play that good. They're obviously masters that have hidden their ranking. But there are some legitimate hacks in the game that I did want to share, which really which made me laugh. It's like they've been touched by the hand of God, and I thought I would let me just show you the gameplay anyway. Yeah, so what you're seeing here is all skill, no hacks, just legit skill. Yeah, as you can see, there's some pretty crazy stuff. Now, I personally have not experienced hacking that I'm aware of in Rocket League. This is definitely not a massive issue that's plaguing the game. It does exist, and I literally put this in the episode for the humor factor. It's just like oh, it's like they're not even trying to get away with it. They're like, nah, good use of mechanics, that's all. Now, a game that I'm sure that a lot of you guys have heard a little bit about, and that is Indivisible. I wanted to talk about the backstory on how this game actually got proper funded, because there was a while there where it was definitely not going to get funded, not even close to. Let's get into this. So the game is boasting to be an action RPG, although in my opinion, it is a 2D action game with action RPG elements, but hey, you know, whatever. Call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. The game, it actually does look pretty cool. You can tell it's going to be a cult classic. I have played around a little bit on the prototype, although it is extremely hard to play without a controller. Like I'm not talking about just a little bit hard. Like you kind of have to have a controller, with the prototype. But anyway, let's get into the backstory about this. Now, this game was very far away from getting funded. What happened was Aaron and Dan from a very popular YouTube channel called Game Grumps, I'm sure you guys know who they are, actually covered it in a Let's Play. I believe Aaron is a friend of one of the art designers working on Indivisible. Ever since then, all the major gaming networks picked it up, Kotaku, Polygon, and a couple of others, and the funding went through. And I just want to throw this out there. This game was cool enough to, make it by itself. It didn't need, any support or anything like that, but it was cool that it did get into the channels. It just goes to show how much leverage YouTube channels have on making or breaking a game. One thing I do really like about this game is that they're realistic with their goal. It seems like a lot, 1.5 million, but so many Kickstarter and Indiegogo, game pledges drop like $300,000 to build certain games, which is incredibly unrealistic. Considering if you pay a developer $50,000 and you have 10 developers on your team, $300,000 seems to be stretching a little bit short, just a little bit short. But these guys went all out and were realistic, and congratulations, they have been funded. I can't wait to check this game out. It's going to be a whole new experience for me anyway, to play a 2D action hack and slash game. It looks really cool. The art style is crazy as well. So anyway, that's enough about Indivisible. Now, I wanted to ask you guys if you have a gaming pattern that's similar to myself. And I wanted to mention this because I have two different types of games that I play, and I call them offline and online, even though, some are online anyway. And these are the type of games that where, if you play a game, to some extent, you're always usually going to have someone that you play with, and that's really good. But, sometimes it's really fun to just play a game by yourself. So I wanted to ask you guys, what game are you going to be playing over the Christmas holidays? I recently reinstalled The Witcher 3. I won't be making videos on it. It's pretty tough to make content around The Witcher 3, but I have been having lots of fun on it. And it's probably going to be the game I'll be playing over the holidays as well. Do you have something like that? But I'm curious to hear if you guys have the same kind of gameplay patterns that I do as well. Do you have an online and offline thingo going on? Let me know. Anyway, guys, we made it for another week of destruction. This shit is going strong still. It's been a while, eh? It's been a lot of episodes. I'm still enjoying it too. So thanks for the feedback, by the way. I was surprised at how nice everyone was. And thank you for everyone who put in comments about just generally being nice and being motivating as well. Thanks, guys. We made it. Catch you next time.